Good afternoon, everyone. It's day 74 of the South African lockdown. It's Monday, the weekend is over, and it's episode 19 of the Rieg AD Wedding Show. It will only be me talking today because AD is lacking her voice. There's nothing wrong with her, I don't know what happened, her voice is just missing. So as you can probably see, we are at Kitchen Windows restaurant in Jeffreys Bay, one of probably the only, or as far as I know, the only restaurants in Jeffreys Bay that's actually on the beach. Yes. And Kitchen Windows are doing quite a few very unique things. You might see from our interview a bit later that they've actually got a roadhouse. So because it's in level 3 of the lockdown, you can actually come park here and have supper in your car with this beautiful, beautiful view. So that's something quite exciting, but they also do weddings. And I think one very amazing aspect of it is that you are literally on the beach. You can have your ceremony down on the beach and you don't need to drive anywhere. You just walk up over that iconic bridge of theirs and you're at the reception venue. And from a photographer's point of view, it's an absolute... It's heaven on earth, yeah. Yes. I mean, you've got these beautiful dunes, you've got the sea, there's just so much options here. So yeah, so we're going to chat to Marius from Kitchen Windows now, and we would really strongly encourage you to go visit their website, and we'll put in some of the view clips as well. You would be pleasantly surprised, and if you stay in the Jeffreys Bay area, I would recommend you come past here and come try out the roadhouse.
Over to Marius.
Over to Marius is what AD said. Good afternoon, Marius.
Afternoon, welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much for having us on this beautiful deck of yours. I mean, this is absolutely incredible views. I mean, it's
always.
And it's a beautiful day in Jeffreys Bay. So.
Special place, yes.
Marius, so tell us quickly, we understand that Kitchen Windows has got quite a bit of a history behind it. Maybe just share a little bit of the history of Kitchen Windows with us.
Sure, it goes back quite a while. Back in the 60s, it used to be quite a big fishing area. I don't know if you can see the reef in the back, but the reef in the back is actually called Kitchen Windows.
Okay.
It used to be called Little Reef. That's where the fishermen used to fish. And then the surfers started surfing in the late 50s, early 60s and changed the name to Kitchen Windows. So that's where the name comes from. And yeah, we've been here for about 10 odd years now.
Okay. That is, I would just sit here all day and appreciate the view.
And not work.
And not work, yeah. Tell us, I mean, from a wedding point of view, you guys do weddings. I mean, you're actually a restaurant, but you do weddings.
We do, yeah. There's two ways you can do it. You can either just have a small table, a little bit more informal, while there's other customers in the restaurant, and then obviously we tailor make it to suit your budget.
Okay.
Alternatively, if you want the whole restaurant, what we normally do is you get the restaurant for the day.
Okay.
You can get married down on the beach. We cater for about 90 people inside, which allows us dance space outside. But we've had a wedding for over 250 people, and they had a marquee tent on the lawn in front here, and they had their own little dance floor and everything. So it's quite flexible. There's various options and things that you can do.
Yeah, I mean that's quite exciting.
We've also done a wedding.
We photographed one wedding, but that was quite a few years ago. Where they also had a marquee and a dance floor on the grass.
That's it, yeah.
And I think what makes this restaurant unique, it's, as far as I know, one of the very few in Jeffreys Bay that's actually on the beach.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, there's very few restaurants in the Jeffreys Bay area.
It's the only one that's on the beach.
Yeah, it is, yeah. And the nice thing is there's no road in front of us, so it's quite safe, as you can see, with your kids bicycling around, and you know there's no problem of traffic driving past in between us and the sea. So that
the ultimate view, the ultimate restaurant.
Yeah.
I know we're talking weddings today, but just out of interest, maybe share with everyone what is happening on the lawn, because I mean we are still in lockdown level 3, which allows restaurants to operate to some extent.
Unfortunately, we're far apart, so no masks. But, yeah, because we can't have any sit-down customers, we're doing a roadhouse. And we opened on Friday. It was beautiful. This full moon was rising over the bay. Yes. It was spectacular, and we were all sitting down there trying it out, and it was so nostalgic almost. It reminded me of when I was a kid going to our local restaurant on a Friday night, and everyone's kids were here running around playing cricket, and they went for a swim, and it was such a special evening. So all the cars you see here, normally this lawn won't have anyone on it, but during lockdown turning the restaurant into a roadhouse, and at least we are getting some customers.
And everyone's sitting in their own car, so they're keeping their distance.
Exactly.
But, I mean, they can still enjoy your awesome food and
and they've got the best view.
They've got the best view in town.
That is now one thing. I mean, you can sit in a car and eat, but it's not like it to don't look at anything. So
I think talking about food, if we come back to weddings again, from a menu perspective, what can you offer a couple? Is it
anything? I mean, what we normally do is it's an all-inclusive price, so they can literally go to the menu. What people normally do is select 4 or 5 starters and select 4 or 5 main courses, a few desserts, and we make up their own menu. We normally do canapes beforehand, but if someone comes and says, listen, we want to have lobster, which at the moment I don't have, then I'll get it, and we'll do that as part of the menu. So anything, so whatever they want.
Basically anything that is on the menu for the restaurant can be had for a wedding as well.
Anything that's on the menu, but if there's something else I can make, then no problem, we'll do it.
That's awesome. I mean, it's such a different vibe. I mean, the fact that you're right on the beach. I mean, you can have a ceremony on the beach and you don't need to get in your car and drive somewhere else to you can literally park and everything is at the same venue.
And everyone's got their own idea. We had a bride that came with a little boat. So the groom was waiting, everyone was sitting on the beach, and she arrived with a boat. And we had someone else that came down the beach with a horse. One of those big main horses came down with a horse. So everyone has got their own thing. So we can get special permission for you to get married on the beach. Normally the ministers will get you married in court or at the church beforehand, and this is just a mock-up, a formality. But so anything can be done, and it's I mean, I got married on the beach, not here, but
the two of us as well. So.
Awesome,
so we're big on beach weddings.
No, exactly.
I mean, ultimately, you're in Jeffreys Bay, so Jeffreys Bay is all about the beach. So why not maximize the beach? And I really think this venue really maximizes the whole beach vibe. I think just as a last question, you've obviously done quite a few weddings and things. What would be your best advice to a bride and groom, or more? I would almost say more the brides, because the brides tend to be doing more of
the brides and the mother-in-law.
Yes.
Relax. Best advice is just relax. We've got it. We've done it before. Been there. We're not going to let you down.
But I think being a restaurant, I mean, it's something you do every day. It's not just something you do for the weekend.
It's not I know if you get married, it's special and it's something different, something you don't normally do. But we do it all the time. So just relax. We've got a form that you fill in. You tell us exactly what you want, and it'll be done.
And bookings, how long in advance would you advise people to get in contact
We
with
try
you?
not to do weddings in December, 15 December to 15 January. That's obviously our peak season. We get too many upset regulars then. But apart from that, if you got a specific date, at least 6 months ahead, you should be fine. What we normally do is we require a deposit, but that's 100% refundable up to 30 days prior to the wedding. I think 6 months is a good time. And May, we're in June now, but May I think is the best time because you get half price accommodation. The weather is amazing. There's nobody on the beach. May is just the best time to get married.
We had a discussion with a vendor up in Johannesburg, I think like today, 2 weeks ago. And they said the same thing. They had a beautiful summer's day in Johannesburg. So it's a little bit more chilly than normal. But I mean, if we look at in the evening, but I mean, if we look at the weather today, I mean, you don't get better. And I mean, it's almost a little bit more predictable. December, you can have a perfect morning, and then by the afternoon, you can have that southwester blowing at 40 k's an hour. So I think it's maybe one of the best kept secrets of our areas. Get married in May, June, July.
It's going to be a little bit more chilly at night, but
for sure.
Hopefully you're dancing and then you don't have to worry about that. So,
and if you've got a nice tent of all of the people close by, it's going to be
and a little bit of wine.
And a little bit of wine. That'll solve all problems.
Exactly,
So Marius, thank you very much. If there's anything else that you'd like to share from your
No, I
side?
think we've covered everything,
Okay, and obviously we'll put your details below.
Perfect.
And they can go on your website and see some photos and things and get in contact with you.
Let's hope lockdown finishes so we can start again.
Hopefully sooner than later.
So that we can shoot a wedding here.
Yes, yes.
Together.
Awesome. Thanks very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Lekker.
Cheers.
Cheers means lockdown style.
Soos wat ons nou gedoen het. Thank you, Marius. That was quite insightful, and we are at this moment appreciating these views. I know we're not allowed on the beach, but I think we'll sneak to the edge of this pathway and just appreciate it for a little while. So thank you all very much for watching. As we said, definitely come check out Kitchen Windows if you're planning on getting married. If not, come try out the Roadhouse.
If you're already married,
try out the Roadhouse. I think that's a brilliant idea. And yeah, that's that for today. Remember to please subscribe. And remember our competition. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we'll be giving away that Rieg AD family lifestyle or couple shoot to the value of 3,000 Rand. And we'll see you guys tomorrow in episode 20. Have an awesome evening.
Cheers.